the third place award, the Olympia bronze medal, the check for $100,000, and presented to our third place finisher, Hadi Choopan, the Persian Wolf. It didn't come that easy. In fact, you could say no bodybuilder in modern history had a harder road. Separated from the bodybuilding capital of the world, living thousands of miles away in Iran, Hadi Choopan's journey was filled with obstacles that would have broken most men. This is the story of a fighter, a man who turned struggle into strength, who carried the weight of his family, his country, and his dreams on his shoulders. Hadi Choopan was born in September of 1987 in Sepadan County, Fars province, deep in southern Iran. From day one, life tested him. He grew up in poverty, in a family that struggled just to get by. To survive, young Hadi worked wherever he could, peddling goods on the streets, hauling bricks, and grinding through long hours of construction labor. Every day was survival. But even then, there was something inside him, a fire that couldn't be put out. On top of that, he was born with hearing difficulties, a genetic condition that made his early years even tougher. He doesn't speak English. He's got a hearing disability, so many people have this problem, ear pain. And I have had this problem since childhood. The nerves in my ear were also weak, and my hearing was poor. So this might be an hereditary problem. But instead of letting that hold him back, he pushed through it. At just 13 years old, he stepped into the gym. By 17, he was already competing. And though his parents doubted him at first, the moment he started winning, they saw the truth. This wasn't just pain, this was his purpose. His rise through the amateur ranks was fast. In 2016, in Russia, Hadi Choopan earned his pro card by winning the overall. That victory qualified him for the Mr. Olympia Amateur and opened the door to compete with the best in the world. Fast forward to 2017, and the bodybuilding world was officially introduced to this rising force from Iran. That year became his true breakout. On the Mr. Olympia Amateur stage, Hadi took the gold medal, sending a clear message. A new contender had arrived. But he didn't stop there. He went on to take silver at the IFBB Sheru Classic, silver again at the Asia Grand Prix. Second place, number 21, Hadi Choopan from Iran, and closed the year with another silver at the San Marino Pro. 4 podium finishes in a single season. Hadi Choopan wasn't a hidden gem anymore. He was on the radar of every serious bodybuilding fan. This is exactly it. When I was training in Iran, I used to think about Olympia. This was it. I had a passion inside me that one day I would become a champion like Mr. Olympia. I worked hard day and night. Some competitions were free. I would train from night until morning. I also trained during the day to achieve that shredded and beautiful body to become Mr. Olympia. That's why... Sometimes you train 3 times a day. I know about the shoes. In 2017 and 2018 built his legacy. They transformed him from an unknown name into a man destined for the Mr. Olympia. But destiny wasn't going to make it easy. For years, Hadi's biggest battle wasn't against other bodybuilders, it was against paperwork. Time after time, his visa applications to the US were denied. While legends fought for the Sandow in Las Vegas, Hadi was stuck at home, knowing he had the physique to be up there, but not the chance to prove it. Still, he never gave up. He competed wherever he could, across Asia, across Europe, collecting victories, earning respect, and gaining the nickname the Persian Wolf. His physique was undeniable. The muscle thickness, the razor-sharp conditioning, the granite density. It was unlike anything the sport had seen. Finally, in 2019, everything changed. When Hadi landed in Canada, he wasted no time in making history. His debut came at the Vancouver Pro, where he shocked the bodybuilding world by taking gold, defeating established names like Nathan Diasha and Lucas Osladil. All right, gentlemen, what do you do? To be Olympia qualified, when this is all said and done. And here we go. Of course, Hadi! All right, now here. He's from different planet. Yeah, you are. Good job right there from Iran. There's the old champion, Hadi Choopan. Right then, the Persian Wolf proved he was the real deal. This victory set the stage for something even bigger. After 4 long years of setbacks, his team fought tooth and nail, gathering every document, pushing through every obstacle, and finally securing his US visa. It wasn't just one company, not just Evergen. It was a full team effort that brought Hadi Choopan to America. He'd been working in the background, myself, Hadi, Nasvar, his brother Mady. We were working day and night. He'd get his visa, our way to San Francisco to pick up Hadi. He is on a plane, getting ready to land and head from Iran to the United States as quickly as possible so that we can prepare for the 2019 Mr. Olympia competition. He hasn't been able to step on US soil, and a lot of people said it couldn't be done. A lot of people said it couldn't be done. Very, very few people have been able to obtain visas, even as athletes, to come to the United States. He's deaf, and he's also doesn't speak. Guys, great news regarding the 2019 Olympia weekend. We just heard Hadi Choopan will be in the show. Then came Mr. Olympia, his first chance to stand on bodybuilding's greatest stage. Hadi Choopan wasn't just a 212 athlete. His frame, his maturity, his proportions, they belonged in the open. And so, he stepped onto the stage with the giants. And Hadi has decided he wants to do the Open. So he's going to be doing the Open on Friday night. It's very personal, Mr. Hadi Choopan. And he says the reason why we chose the Open class is because he wants to compete with the biggest, baddest that's out there, and to be a group of these gentlemen, it's an honor. The 2019 Mr. Olympia became his proving ground. Standing against Brandon Curry, William Bonac, and the very best in the world, Hadi brought a package that stunned the judges. When the dust settled, he placed third place award, the check for $100,000, the Olympia bronze medal, to our third place finisher. There, Hadi Choopan. Wow, there it is. Overall, and walked away with the People's Champion Award. The fans had spoken, and they crowned him their world. First and foremost, that means the most to him is actually being the People's Champion, because that lives forever in everyone's hearts. And what I do have to say is that I don't want anybody to think that this is the best of me today, because the best is yet to come. That was the turning point. From the construction sites of Iran, from years of rejection and disappointment, Hadi Choopan had finally arrived on the biggest stage in bodybuilding. But Hadi didn't stop there. After his first Olympia, he knew he had a real chance to win the whole show. The visa struggles continued, and COVID made it even harder. Many thought he wouldn't be back. He doesn't speak English. He's got a hearing disability. He's pretty much deaf. He can hear beats like while on stage, right? He's hearing the music, the bass, and he links that up with lip reading. But again, he's lip reading in Farsi. So when he talks to me, it's in Farsi. And then you throw a mask on because it's COVID. So you can't lip read. But in 2020, Hadi Choopan returned to the US to compete in the biggest show in bodybuilding. Successful in getting Hadi's visa, he just flew into New York for Orlando, so we're just here to pick him up. I heard that he almost fell asleep on the way back because he was up for 24 hours. He was stuck in the airport in Turkey, and he's sending me pictures of a burger. So maybe I can have one of these, right? I think he did, because he's I don't have any food. He has no food either. So he had to eat burgers on the way back. This was 2 or 3 weeks out. That year, the lineup was stacked. 2 former Mr. Olympia champions were in the mix, Brandon Curry and the returning Phil Heath. On top of that, the Egyptian mass monster Big Ramy was hungrier than ever. Against that wall of muscle, Hadi fought hard, but this time he placed 4th, 1 spot lower than the year before. A 4th place award, the check for $45,000. Hadi Choopan. Ramy walked away with his first Mr. Olympia. In 2021, Hadi came back even better. He was sharper, more complete, and carried more confidence. Hadi wants to win. I know Hadi. He wants to win, and he wants to really prove that you don't have to be that big to win the Sandow. You just have to be that good, because he talks about it every day. He talks about how cut he wants to come in, how grainy he wants to come in, and here he wants to bring back that old look. He knew he was the most shredded man in the lineup, and he believed he could take it all. Once again, he stood against Big Ramy and Brandon Curry. The battle was tight, but when the judges made their call, Hadi placed 3rd. The Olympia bronze medal. The check for $100,000. And presented to our 3rd place finisher, Hadi Choopan, the Persian Wolf. Ramy held onto his title for the 2nd time. Brandon Curry took 2nd. Hadi stayed hungry. Finally, 2022 arrived, the year Hadi had been waiting for. This was the year a new Mr. Olympia would be crowned. The lineup was brutal, filled with fresh mass monsters like Nick Walker and Derek Lunsford. But Hadi Choopan looked untouchable. His separation, his symmetry, his detail, no one could match it. People's champ himself, Hadi Choopan, looking absolutely fantastic. I'm Hadi Choopan, and also I think I come every year better than last year, so consider him. I'm a better version. When the dust settled, it came down to 2 men, Hadi Choopan and Derek Lunsford. The Persian Wolf stood center stage, facing his final challenge. In Olympia tradition, if I can have it the center, please. Hadi Choopan and Derek Lunsford. I will now announce the winner of the 2022 Mr. Olympia. The 3rd place award, the Sandow, the Olympia Gold Medal, and the title of 2022 Mr. Olympia. To our winner, and new Olympia champion, Hadi Choopan. became the 2022 Mr. Olympia champion. For the first time, the Sandow traveled to Iraq, from poverty to construction sites, from visa denials to Olympia glory. Hadi Choopan's journey is one of the greatest stories in bodybuilding. The Persian Wolf had finally claimed his crown,